to this Way to Fire YouTube video where today we'll be playing some Deadzone, and it's not me who's playing for once, so we're going to have Hal who's going to be bringing...
I'm bringing the Forge Fathers today.
Forge Fathers, and you're playing against the mighty Ross Diggle. What are you bringing, Ross?
Enforcers.
Well, you are quite mighty, aren't you?
Am I?
Tall and mighty.
Got a squeaky voice though.
We're going to be playing 200 points of Deadzone, the Occupy mission. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun, isn't it? You guys have never actually played on camera, have you? You've played in one tournament, I think, once.
Where we both went and bought new dice afterwards because we were both once.
Well, hopefully it'll be a little bit better than today.
Those new dice are on show today.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how have they served you since then? You were
Terrible.
up for top international rankings and now you're...
Bottom most. I don't even need to do a ranking table in Deadzone.
Yeah, not really. It's a part-time measure. Right, anyway, let's go on a game. So Ross is incapable of reading his own list properly, so he's bringing 3 assaulting forces. He's then bringing 4 assaulting forces who have been upgraded with laser rifles, which is an unusual build because he could have just bought normal enforcers, but I think he wants the frenzy on them. He's then got 2 enforcer specialists with burst lasers, 1 enforcer specialist with a missile launcher, and an enforcer sergeant with a rifle. And that's 200 points.
I have 4 Steel Warriors. I have a Steel Warrior Specialist with a rocket launcher. I have a Huskarl with a AP ammoed Hailstorm autocannon, and then I've got the Forge Guard at the back with a magma cannon, and he's got a hollow sight on that.
Oh, nice. Oh. So this is after deployment. You can see that Ross has chosen this side of the table. He's got his enforcers along here. He won the recon, so he got set up first, and he got 3 models to move up 1 cube. So that's why some of these enforcers have moved forward. He's moving 2 burst lasers and his missile launcher up into better positions. And then Hal has set up over here. You can see his Forge Guard all hiding at the back there. Forge Fathers, I should say. And these are the objectives in the middle here. There are 4 objectives, each worth 2 victory points, despite what they say on top. And, you know, it's fairly dense terrain in the middle there. There's quite a bit of height in the middle that might stop things, but a bit more open on this left-hand side. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. So, it'll be Ross to activate first. Someone's command dice. Hal's Forge Fathers are in the blue dice, and he will be rolling blue dice with D8s as well. And Ross has got the white command dice with purple D8s. So Ross has moved his enforcer with a burst laser up here using his splat to mobile infantry splat, and a jump pack obviously to get up to that tower. He's then going to throw an AP ammo and an extra dice to shoot down onto Hal's Forge Guard down there with the magma cannon. So let's see what happens. Hal's also using an extra dice to defend, so Ross will be rolling 6 dice. Hitting on 4s, and Hal will be surviving on 4 dice, surviving on 4s.
4s, yeah.
Oh, it's not a great shot, so 3.
I have no way to fire.
4. Ooh, just 1 survive. 2 points of armour for a Forge Guard, but AP ammo. So 1 gets through with the armour, which takes 2 points of damage, which will kill your Forge Guard. So Ross played an extra extra shoot dice, sorry, yeah, to just catch a shot onto this Forge Guard at the back there. So just with height, so 4 dice, hit on 4s, 2, wait to fire 1, 3, with an 8, 3. Surviving on 4s, 2 survives,
1 armour,
but the armour will keep him alive, so it's fine. Right, so Hal has used a move dice to move his Steel Warrior Specialist with the missile launcher, and he's going to take a shot at this enforcer with a burst laser.
he shoots on 4s.
Yep, so
Who uses AP ammo for an extra dice?
Yep, so he's using the ammo he bought, and he is going to be rolling 4 dice now, hitting on 4s, and Ross will be 3 dice surviving on 4s.
I have an AP6 then.
Oh, that's a good hit. 2 8s in there.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Oh, terrible with the second one. So 3 hits. Surviving on 4s though. 2 at the minute. 3. He loves it. He's alive.
Sorry.
So Hal has played an extra activation to move his Forge Guard Huskarl up here, and he's going to use his House on autocannon to shoot at the Enforcer with the missile launcher over there.
Yep, and he'll use ammo as well.
So it's going to be
Nice.
4 dice hitting on threes for this gun. Oh, he needed the 3s, so 3 hits.
I've got to wait to fire 1.
Oh yeah, yep. 4 hits. And it's AP 1 as well, so it'll go straight through the armour. Just 2 survives, so he's dead. And that's 3 victory points.
Yep. I'll do a shoot dice on him.
Alright, so another shot.
in the tower.
So that's up against the one with the burst laser up here. Yeah. It'll just be 3 dice this time. But again, hitting on 3s, wait to fire. 1. 2 hits, doesn't it? 3 hits. Surviving on 4s, armour won't count. Wounded. So, oh, Hal's getting his comeback now. Comeback kid. Ross is responding with his Enforcer with a burst laser against the missile launcher. This is a hit with a burst laser, so there's an 8 there, of course, so roll the 8.
Wait to fire.
Wait to fire as well, yep. Wait to fire first, and then the 8. 2 hits. Surviving on 4s. That's not very good. That's unfortunate.
He's not dead, he's got armour.
That was my alert to let me know about his armour.
What are you doing, Ross? Tell us again.
Extra activation.
Extra activation.
I'll move him up 1.
Is he a rifle guy?
He is. And he's going to shoot him.
Okey-doke. So he's an assault enforcer, remember? So Ross is doing something a little unusual. Assault enforcers with upgraded with rifles for 2 points. So he's not going to be shooting as effectively though. Are you firing for effect or just firing?
No, just firing normally at the moment. So hitting on 5s.
Okay. And I survive on 4s. Survive 1s.
But your armour is 2, so you'll be fine.
So
Hal has moved up this Steel Warrior. You can see the Steel Warrior, he's got head swaps here from the old Games Workshop squats, yeah, from the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, 88.
Proper classics. And he's going to try a shot at that Assault Enforcer just move forward, so it'll be 3 dice in on 4s, AP ammo, obviously as normal on the Hailstorm rifles. So 1 hit, and plenty of survives. So Hal moved a model behind that building over there, just into cover, and Ross has just moved the Assault Enforcer up again with a rifle, and he's going to do the same thing, but this time firing for effect onto the Huskar. So you get extra dice, and hit on 5s.
2.
And I get
2 survives, so he's not pinned.
Okay.
Forge Father moved up there, and he's going to fight the Burst Laser guy again. Target number 1.
Ooh.
3 at the minute with a extra dice for an 8.
Nice.
4 hits, that's good. And obviously you got AP 1 on these guns anyway.
2.
Just 2 survives, so he is dead.
Fire for effect. No, he won't. He'll just shoot normally on the injured one there.
Yeah, the rocket launcher guy.
5's just 1.
1.
Yeah,
If I'm
so
suppressed,
just
does it affect my saves at all?
no.
I can't hit anyway.
Oh, right.
So yeah, armour saves you anyway, and you saved on your dice as well. So Ross just moved his Enforcer Sergeant up there, and he's going to shoot at the injured Forge Father again. This time he's shooting a little bit better, shooting on 4s, isn't it?
Yep.
3 dice 4s.
Not that much better.
2. 1 survive, and the armour keeps you alive.
I'm lucky as that.
Another shot
So
with this
many
guy
shots.
onto the same
He's
Forge
surely going to
Father.
die at some point.
Oh, he's hitting on 5s, which is the trick here. Yeah. Yeah.
Tranquilio!
So at the end of round 1, it's 4 victory points to Ross, but he's moving up forwards to these objectives. You can see he's moving the guys up in the middle here. And Hal is on 5, but he has a few less models, obviously, because he's lost the 1 model and has another wounded one as well. Round 2's command dice. You can see Hal's going to be pretty happy with those shoot dice, extra activation, move, and Ross less happy. Well, he's got a fight there. You like fighting
I'm not
with
happy
your
about
sword.
his shooter, man.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So Hal is shooting with his Forge Father with a Hailstorm
I'm
autocannon.
going to throw an extra dice at it as well.
Extra dice as well, and he's shooting at the burst laser on the top of the tower.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 4 dice, hitting on 3s, wait to fire 1. So 3 hits. With AP 1 as well. 2 survives at the minute. 3 survives.
Okay.
Lives.
I better do a shoot dice to shoot.
So shoot dice. You hitting him again, same one?
Yeah.
Yep. 2 at the minute, but wait at fire. 3. 2, so 1 gets through, so he's wounded.
He's already wounded.
Oh, takes him off. Burst laser was gone. Oh, that's quite good. So Hal played extra activation, stood up his missile launcher, and then uses a shoot dice to fire him at
The boss.
the boss. So 3 dice.
What have you got against the boss? He sings good songs.
Just 1 hit though.
That's not very good.
Yeah, doesn't do very well, I think. Lots of survives. So Ross is activating his leader, the boss, which apparently is a reference to Bruce Springsteen, which I did not realise. Do again, Ross.
Baby, I was born to run and listen to his ringtone.
That is an odd ringtone, isn't it? Okay, so here comes the boss. Extra dice, so 4 dice hitting on 4s.
Uh-oh. That's a lot. Oh,
5.
Oh, yeah.
2 survives, 1 point of armour, but gets through, and he is dead.
He's probably
3 points
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
on.
Extra activation for which one is it? One of these? Yeah, the other one now.
Okay.
Gets a shoot at him. 3 dice 5s. Just the 1. Loves it.
Why can't I roll that with a missile launcher?
Right.
On your left
This
or my
forge
left?
father is
My
going to be
left.
shooting at one of those assault forces
Oh,
when they
no.
decide which one they're actually shooting. So with 3 dice on 4s versus 3 dice on 4s. Oh, that's nice.
No, it isn't.
Well, it is if you're a forge father. 4 hits.
It's not warm.
No armour, obviously. Could go straight through the paper-thin enforcer armour.
These forge fighters are sold as duff arms.
They have sold you duff armour, haven't they? You know where all the rivets are. That'll be a dead enforcer.
1 VP.
So Ross is going to shoot with this enforcer through the gap of that fortified. You see poking through the door there. So you get 1 for height. 4 dice hitting on 5s. Oh, it's an 8. 2 hits. Plenty survives.
Loves it.
I was just returning fire with the same model.
Oh.
Just a 1.
Just the 1.
Just the 1 survives. So Hal has moved that guy. You see him prove they moved him in, and he stepped on a booby trap. So he'll have to roll for that. So 3 dice, 4s for the booby trap. Ross is rolling those.
Oh.
Ouch. So it's 4 hits,
Oh, well.
and surviving on 4s. 3, and the armour keeps him alive, but he gets bounced around. So now we see where he goes.
I got that, 2 8s.
And he got bounced into there. Comes another ineffectual shot from Assault Enforcer
Don't say that.
and his forge father over here. There we go. 1 hit. Plenty of survives. So Ross is ruining the Assault Enforcers.
I'm
He
not.
thought it was a
It's
good.
for late game when I start firing for effect, then charging in with assault enforcers.
So this guy is firing down onto the one in the just behind the barrels there. Gets extra dice for height.
Roll out the barrel.
2.
Just 2.
No.
None! Oh, that's unexpected. So he takes him out.
No.
He hasn't activated this turn either, so that's doubly good. So Ross has moved his mobile infantry splat to move this guy up here, and then he's going to shoot down onto the forge father down there. That will be a clear shot from there, from the edge of his gun. And obviously with height as well. So 3 extra dice, because he'll need them, because he's an assault enforcer. So 6 dice in on 5s.
Oh, you won't need them.
3, 8, and a 7. Oh my goodness. That's pretty good.
What was that?
6.
No, I don't
6
think
hits.
he's going to survive.
Try and survive on these. Got 1 8, needs a lot of 8s to come from that. 2, 1 armour. No, 3 get through, he dies.
2 VP.
Let's move this guy up, and he's going to shoot at the guy who just shot him over there. Just see his wrist blades poking out there. So it's going to be 3 dice in on 4s.
3.
Versus 3 dice, saving on 4s. 2 at the minute. Oh, 1 gets through, so he is wounded. And then a move dice to move the guy down there into the gully.
Okay.
Last activation for the round is Ross, just moving another Assault Enforcer up onto the other 2-point objective in there. So at the end of this round, Ross will score 4 victory points for the objectives, and he's already got 9, so that will take him to 13. And Hal has 9 just from kills. Round 3's command dice. Hal's got a bit of movement, bit of shooting, and Ross has got a bit of a mixed bag as well. The extra activations could be very useful though. Hal's going to activate his Huskar first, and he's going to blow
the
apart
injured one on the
here.
objective.
Injured.
Already injured. 3 dice.
Weight of fire.
Weight of fire. Do that one first. Yeah, and then an 8. And another 8. So 4. That will be none. That will be. It was already wounded, but it's a very,
No, he wasn't.
very dead.
It was the other
Oh,
one.
it's the other one. Sorry, very dead enforcer.
It was the wounded one.
So you use the shoot dice to shoot the other one of the sorting forces at the back here.
I'll throw an extra dice.
And
at it
it'll
as well.
whittle down Ross's army, throwing an extra dice onto it as well. So it's 4 dice hitting on 3s.
With weight of fire.
Weight of fire and an 8 in there.
And an 8.
5. That's a good shooting. He's a good shot, isn't he, that boy?
Unless to get lots of 8 trains, he's dead. He's dead.
Yep. This guy has stood up and he's going to shoot at the assault enforcer who is inside this building here. He's already wounded, so if you can take him off, he's already on an objective as well, so that would be quite handy. But he needs to roll well. 2 dice. 2 hits, I should say. Surviving. Survives them. He loves it.
PJ loves me.
So Ross has activated his leader, moved him over there. He's going to fire for effect onto this forged fire that he can see through the door. So an extra dice for fire for effect, an extra dice for height. So 5 dice hitting on 4s. Because this one's a proper shooter guy, like the rest of his army.
It's alright.
Yeah, lots of hits. 4. Surviving on 4s. So he's pinned, but that's it. Okay, and then we're going to extra activation. Ross is going to do what?
So, I'm going to attack him.
Oh, here comes a tactic. It's a this is what's called a tactic, this.
So,
Going to move
Gotta
his
go.
wounded assault
Wounded.
enforcer.
1.
Now.
And I've got a friend.
2.
And fight into there against the pinned guy, I presume.
Yep.
So does that mean I can't fight back?
You can defend.
Ah, right.
So Ross will get an extra 1 for moving in, an extra 1 for Hal's model being pinned, and he's got Frenzy 1, remember, fighting on 5s.
Yep.
And Hal will be surviving with 5 dice on 4s because he's got a friend in the cube and Ross's model is wounded. Frenzy gives him 3 hits. 3 survives at the minute, so he's fine. So Hal's model can stand up for 3 then.
I'll use an X now.
Yeah. So Ross is using an extra dice, extra fight. Sorry, he loses a dice obviously because he hasn't moved into the cube now. So he's just, and also because he's no longer pinned. So just 3 dice on 5s, and Hal is going to fight back. Oh, that's a better roll though. 4, no 3. Sorry, with the frenzy that was re-rolling there.
So I've got 5 dice and I'm on 5s.
Just 2, but so
AP
Ross
one.
wins by
Oh,
1.
your AP 1.
AP1.
Why?
Because he's got a wrist blade.
Have you bought a wrist blade?
They come with them as standard.
It comes with a wrist blade. It's wounded. So Hal is activating the other one to fight back.
5
So-
dice.
5 dice, yeah. On 5s, just 2.
Uh-oh.
Ross gets 3 dice, fighting on 5s with frenzy 1. 2 at the minute. That's 2 zeros out. So Ross just moved that sword enforcer in there with a move dice.
And then I'm
On
going
the
to use
objective.
extra activation.
So activate his last model.
I'm just going to go 1, 2.
And he's in the cube with the objective.
Yes, he is.
So he's got to score 4 more at the end of this round. Hal has
Shoots that
1
off
model
someone else.
left to go, which is the guy
enough
here
to
who's wounded. So he can choose what to do with that.
Okay, so I'm going to try. It's foolish, I know, but I'm going to try and move him out
With a move dice or,
and then,
or just normally?
shoot back.
Okay,
So I might as well use the move dice because
Yeah,
it's
might as
a
well.
waste of that.
So he needs to survive.
And I get 4
Ross
dice
gets
as
an
well.
extra dice, and Hal gets an extra.
Oh, no, I get
2
5
dice
because you're
actually.
wounded.
You get 1 extra,
I get 2 extra.
and he gets 2 extra.
1 for him being wounded.
Yeah, and Hal gets 1 for being wounded and having a friend in the cube when wounded. So surviving on 4s for Hal and hitting on 5s for Ross. Oh, so there's lots of survives at the moment. 4 survives, and 5's the hit with frenzy 1. Just 1 at the minute. Just 1. So he moves out the cube fine, and then
he's gonna.
you've got 2 short actions left, or 1 long action left, depending on what you want to do.
Can he shoot with the model in there?
Yeah, you just get a -2 and a +2 for the clear shot.
Isn't it?
Well, you get a +2 for the clear shot and a -2 for having a friend in the cube. So the net effect is the same.
I will do that.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 dice then. Unless you would have moved somewhere to. In 3 dice, so.
I'll move somewhere higher, you mean, to get 4 dice.
Sorry, Ross.
You should have moved Never mind. Yeah, 3 dice then.
Yep. 1.
Oh, I'm on poop now.
Survives. 2. Ross will score 4 more points for these 2 objectives, which will take Ross to how many?
17.
17, and Hal is on 11. Round 4's dice. Hal's got lots of extra dice there, and a shooter's got a really good run actually. Ross, not too bad, but I suspect he probably didn't want as many fights, but we'll see. So Ross is fighting with this assault enforcer against the uninjured forge father there. So he's going to throw an extra dice at it, and he's going to use a fight dice to do it, so it leaves him free to the turn.
2 dice on.
And Hal is using 2 dice and is fighting back, I presume?
Yep,
Right.
so I'll be on 6 dice.
Hal is fighting 6 dice on 5s. Ross is fighting 4 dice on 5s, but with a frenzy 1.
This ain't good.
None. 2, 3, he's through, and 1 smashed assault enforcer.
That's pretty bad, though.
So Hal has just repositioned this forge father in the cube, and he can now get a clear shot through the doorway onto that assault enforcer. So he gets 2 extra dice for clear shot, and if you throw...
I'm not going to use the extra
Alright,
dice.
2 extra dice for clear shot, so hitting on 4s.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Stop it. Will you stop it?
Right, so what's that, 5 is it? Jeez. Surviving on 4s though, for the assault enforcer. With his wafer-thin armour.
Wafer-thin. 3. It's not enough.
Yeah, so it's just enough to take him off actually.
Has he got 4 or 5?
He got 5,
5.
so takes him off.
Another VP?
So Hal's just moved this guy, and he's going to fire up all the way through here onto this assault enforcer.
With an extra dice.
With an extra dice, so he's going to end up with 4 dice.
It's risky.
Just 3.
Just, it'll be enough.
3 is pretty good though,
He
yeah.
might
Surviving on
survive.
4s, yeah.
Can I borrow your blue dice on these? You're the ones that always roll 8.
No. 3 survives, what are you on about?
Do I shoot dice?
Do it again. Just 3 dice this time on 4s. Oh, that'll do.
Here comes 3 2s. I'm calling it.
Oh, close.
Wounded, is he?
Yeah.
Wounded him, because there's no armour. So just mobile infantry movement with the commander down to there, and he's going to shoot
No.
at the uninjured forge father in the doorway. So 3 dice hitting on 4s.
3.
3 hits, and 3 dice surviving on 4s. Plenty, loves it. Hal has moved this injured forge father up here, and he's going to shoot onto the enforcer, who's also injured, through the doorway. So be 3 dice hitting on 4s.
2. With AP 1.
Surviving on 4s.
Oh man.
Survives. Ross has moved into here to fight back, so
You get 4, I get 5.
5 dice for Ross on 5s,
Survive.
21,
Surviving.
and 4 dice
Go on,
on
you do yours
4s
first, see what you
for Hal.
2 saves.
Frenzy.
Oh no, he's going to die.
And then an 8. 3.
3.
It's enough.
3 versus 2, and the
He's
1 point of
injured.
armour, but the wrist blade will take him down.
2 VPs? Might hollow victory there. Well done, Ross.
Well done, Ross.
You're like the special child of the club.
Nicely patronised, well done.
That's got going.
Yeah. Okay, Forge Guard, Huskarl's going to try and finish off this Assault Enforcer. So it's going to be 3 dice
On
versus
hand of my turn, I'm
3
going to use the
dice.
fight dice to spike the air.
To
Fight yourself!
yeah.
Fight yourself!
Fist pump! Fist pump!
You know what? I'm gonna do a bit of some 80s
Dance
power
fight.
ballad. I'm gonna reach up, grab the moon, and drag it down.
I'm going to jump down.
Dance fight!
I'm going to jump down there.
That's not going to.
And shoot you through the window.
Oh, I like it.
Clear shot, baby.
3 VP.
It is.
Yeah.
So jumps down, clear shot through the window. I can't get round and try and show this nicely.
My guy's too small. If I stand him on a dice, maybe you can see.
Alright, so clear shot. 5 dice, hit on 3s. Where fire 1. 5 dice surviving on 4s. Oh, he's blasted to pieces.
3 VP.
Takes him off. 3 victory points. So, that was good, wasn't it? Good
Yeah,
game.
it was good, yeah. You destroyed me, Ross!
What was the final
Did
score?
not,
21 to you, Ross,
Yep.
wasn't it? And 15 to you,
Yeah,
Hal. So,
play the objectives. Well done, sir.
yeah,
When you roll like me.
you had 1 model left, didn't you, at the end
Did.
there?
How
And
many
you had
was
about
wounded?
3 or 4, wasn't it? 3 left, I think.
I had 3 left.
But, yeah, I thought you'd messed it up there at one point. You were losing models left, right and centre, weren't you? But you still had enough to claim the objectives. And obviously, the objectives were quite high scoring with 2 points each, so I think you got
6 in one turn.
6 in one turn and then 4 in 2 other turns, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't
Much,
realise
yeah.
that you didn't have enough points in your list for me to win by killing him. What was it? You're
That's
17.
your ability
you?
to plan.
Yeah. But it's restored my faith in the Forge Fathers. Their armour surprised me because I'm not used
Forge
to having.
Fathers are
I'm
brilliant.
not used to having armour, which is
And
good.
the fact that they've all got AP1, just
Yeah.
like paper through your armour, and the fact you can't roll for anything.
Huskar when I shoot 3 is well
It's
good.
like playing with my Rebs, except I probably roll better, survive with my Rebs.
On 6s. Yeah. So I think you had fun. It was good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, really good.
First Deadzone game for you for a little while, isn't it, Hal?
Yeah. I've been out of it. That's kind of like reinvigorating. I think I'm going to play with a few different Forge Fathers.
Cool. Better than your Kalishi anyway.
Yeah, they're all broken.
He's
anyway.
gone to
I broke
infinity when we've got infinity light here.
Infinity Light. That's what that's all about. Light on brain
I
power.
like to play a mix of things. Well, I tend to lose a lot of things and then get fed up with things because I keep losing, so I move on to something else.
You'll have to dub me. He's always saying this to me.
Right. Anyway, that's enough of this. So,
Just cut that short.
Cut it like that.
cut it there. Thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on the Facebook and follow us on the Waitify blog now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it?
log in action.
Blog.
Are you going to do
Maybe a podcast
theme
one
tune
day
with
as well.
me?
We never know.
What's the theme tune?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, that
dun,
theme tune,
dun,
right, yeah.
dun, dun,
No, I'm
dun,
not going to do that.
dun, 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 dun.